Now, we didn't build a race engine. We simply brought a stock one back to life, a little stronger than before. It's just wicked sounding. 297,
Man,
200.
That's pretty
Really
accurate.
consistent.
That's smooth as glass, man.
The engine is a little lean in the upper RPM range. Now, this carb doesn't have secondary jets, so here's how we'll correct it. Using a 59 thousandths bit, drill the main metering plate holes. This will allow more fuel in for a richer air-fuel ratio. Heard the secondary's kicking a little harder that time, bringing it down.
There we go.
Much more. 306, 203.
Which is all truck, all tow, all day.
Now that the AFRs are where we want them, we know we'll find a little power with the timing change. 305, 206.
This thing needs to go in a 77 F-150 on like 35-inch super swampers and just cut donuts in the field.
So what's in your backyard?
That's what I do with it. That's exactly what I do with it. So there you go. You guys have been writing in, wanting us to do something a little different, and here it is. 2 less cylinders, and we stood them straight up. So don't be afraid to write in with your ideas. We'll try to get to them and build these things together.
For you guys that like a shorter engine with a couple extra cylinders, I'm going to show you how to install a Canton crank wiper on a small block Ford 302. It's a cheap way to free up some extra ponies, and here's why. At highway speeds, your crankshaft's rotation is causing a horizontal vortex of swirling air inside the crankcase. Now, as the oil drains back down from the top of the engine headed to the sump, it gets caught in that vortex as well. Now, it's kind of like swinging your arm through a swimming pool. It creates a lot of drag. Same thing down here, but you lose horsepower. Tests have shown anywhere from 1 to 3 quarts of oil can get caught in that vortex. And that leads to another issue, oil starvation down here in the sump at higher RPMs. The wiper sits between the pan rail and the oil pan itself. Now its job is to wipe oil from around the big end of the rod and the counterweight. It'll also disrupt the vortex of oil and get it down into the pan faster. It needs to sit as close to the rotating parts as possible, but still have a small air gap for part expansion when up to temperature. This one fits pretty good out of the package, but it's not as close to the counterweights as I like to see it. By slotting these holes a little bit, we can move the entire wiper inward and close the gap. Now, a steel burr works great for this. Just let it do the work. Now, don't be a hero either. Use a vise or risk the burr catching the part and injuring your hand. Now we have a tighter gap, but still enough clearance for when everything heats up and expands. A little silicone between the pan rail and the wiper will seal it up the right way. The power gains from this mod will vary from 2 to 3 on mild performance engines to 7 to 10 on high RPM race engines. Plus, you get better oil control, less rotating mass, and it reduces oil foaming on the surface. Not a bad upgrade for $25.